yourself, and what would you like people to know about you?
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball.
The most anticipated opening night in a long time. Wow, what a shot! Kawhi knocks! Driving for the win! And now it's on to the 2019 playoffs. Tied at 90 with 4.2 to go here in Game 7, Leo.
Gotta be aware of the inbounder here if you're Philly.
Kawhi up top, looks at the clock, turns the corner for the win.
Fans, please welcome back Kawhi LEONARD!
Great one. Very good view. Okay. My reaction to Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. I'm gonna break down the whole thing of Hawaii. See it and the joy, the happiness that Kawhi brings to Canada. Kawhi Leonard came to this country to play on this team, not knowing the outcome. Not knowing the outcome, but he came with the intention of playing basketball. Viewers and subscribers on this channel, sports fans, if you are, I'm going to explain something to you. A couple years ago, there was a player named Alonzo Mourning. I think he had got traded to play for Toronto. I say a couple years ago, but it's been a while. But I'm a Jamaican. Hey, we always say a couple when it's a lot more than that. So anyway, he was supposed to play for Toronto Raptors. And I think his decision was either he's not leaving the team where he is playing for, or if he comes to Canada, he's not going to play, he's just going to sit on the bench. Something like that. And that really bothers me because I'm saying if it's me like Toronto, the organization, I would have owed that contract and you would have sit your ass down and not play a game. Wherever you wanted to trade, as long as I have the power in my hands, that wouldn't have happened for you. But anyway, That was then, and this is now. I felt bad about that situation when it did happen, when Alonzo Mourning did that. But like I said, that was then, and this is now. We get past that, but I don't forget it. I remember it. So here comes Kawhi Leonard, enter Canada to play for Toronto Raptors. And this young man was embraced by not only the Toronto Raptors organization, but the entire city and the entire country. I have never in my life, from I have been in this country, more than 40 years. More than 40 years in Canada. I can never ever tell you that I have ever seen anyone comes from outer Canada or within Canada that get the love and the embrace that Kawhi Leonard got. No, I made a mistake. There was a point in time when I seen that love and support before, but it was for a Canadian. It wasn't for someone out of Canada who came here and get that love and support. I've seen that for Ben Johnson when he had won that gold medal in Seoul. But right after that, it demolished because we all know what happens and, you know, how things turn out. But Kawhi came here and been loved by Canadians. The things that I've seen Canadian was ready and willing to do for Kawhi Leonard, I don't think I will ever, maybe after I'm gone, but for a next person to come from out of Canada and come into Canada and receive that love and that support that Kawhi Leonard gets, man, I don't know, you that person gonna have to be like, whoo, you have to go be 10 times Kawhi Leonard. You have to go be a 10-time Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard returned yesterday, the 11th of December 2019, to play his first game back in Canada after leaving. After do his job and leave, return to play his first game. I've seen billboards. I've heard it over the radio. It was just the talk of the town. It was just the talk, the return of Kawhi Leonard. I, for one, I appreciate what you have done. I can't speak for everybody, but I guess I can because you see it last night on TV if you were watching the basketball game. You see that there's just nothing but love and respect for that young man. Nothing but love and respect for that young man. I remember when he came here, Undisputed, that show that comes on in the morning time or whatever, Skip Bayless would have, every day he's on Kawhi Leonard's name. He's on Kawhi Leonard's back. I'm telling you, you get to a point in time where I thought he was going to have a heart attack one day, though the way how Skip was going. Skip looked like he was losing weight. He was so upset to see the Kawhi Leonard that was playing for Toronto. He badmouthed that guy about leaving the Spurs and what he did and whatever. Listen, we're living in a world that people make decisions and people do things. You are on the outside looking at what you think someone is going through. You're not on the inside to know. You're on the outside looking in. We didn't make that bother us. Didn't seem like Canada made that bother us. It didn't seem that the Raptors made that bother us. We accept that young man for who he is. And decided in our mind that whatever we can get out of him, we're going to be thankful for it. But it had bothered Skip Bayless so much that every day I watch Undisputed, Skip dissing that young man. It get to the point where I leave a couple comments on that show for Skip. And when I see Kawhi win the championship for Toronto, well, it's not one person play, it's 5 people on the court at each time. But for what I see him do for this country, and for how this country embrace him, stuff like that make the haters dying inside. People like Skip Bayless, when he's seen that Kawhi is still getting the treatment and the love, I don't know how he felt this morning watching the replay or, seeing how they treat him. I am happy that Canada did what they did for Kawhi. I am one who says that Kawhi will be back in Canada playing basketball again. Maybe not next year, maybe not the year after or the year after. But I have a feeling that Toronto Raptors has become home. Canada has become home for Kawhi. Kawhi, I don't think Kawhi didn't expect nothing what he got. I don't think he expect the return would be like this.
Attention please, there will be a fire alarm bell test in the annex. Please ignore all signals. There will be a fire alarm bell test in the annex. Please ignore all signals. There will be a fire alarm bell test in the annex. Please ignore all signals.
Sorry people, I'm on a lunch break. But like I said, for what Kawhi gets and for how they treat him, I know he will never forget Canada. And I'm telling Kawhi, if you're looking for a home or you need a home, there is one right here in this country waiting on you. You have been accepted, and I guarantee you that there will never be a day where they say you're not accepted anymore. For what you have done for the Toronto Raptors organization. Now, would I be hypocritical and say nobody else would have done it? Because we had some good players here, but we just never get to that. We get close, but we just never get to it. We still try. We're still determined what's to get one. I myself cuss this team all the time. When are they going to get a championship? When are they going to start doing good? They have to get rid of DeRozan before anything can happen. And bang, that happens. And when that door closed, a new door was open for Kawhi. And not 2 years after he came here, not 3 years after he came here, immediately we got a ring. So I say to Kawhi Leonard, thank you on behalf of all Canadians and all Jamaican Canadians. I say thank you for what you have done for the Toronto Raptors organization and for the happiness that you put inside of Canadians. I salute you and I thank you. And I wish you nothing but the best for the rest of your career. This fire alarm keep going on, screwing up my video. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness. That is my reaction. At least this is my reaction to the Kawhi Leonard returning back to Canada. Blessings.